Indimasiari, Your Excellency. Allow me to present the compliments of the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. the Honorable Terence Drew, for your personal health and well-being, and for the personal health and prosperity of the people of South Africa. And now, Your Excellency, I have the honor to present to you my letter of commission appointing me as the High Commissioner of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Thank you, High Commissioner Mills. You may take your position next to the President for the official photograph. Mr. Mills, you may join the President and High Commissioner for the official photograph. Congratulations and thank you, Your Excellency. You may now return to your seat. Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you the head of Mission-Designate of the Democratic Republic of East Timor, His Excellency, Mr. Francisco Branco. He is accompanied by Ms. Gutierrez Branco. Please proceed. Thank you. Please proceed, Mr. Branco. Mr. President, Mr. Branco will present his credentials in Portuguese.
Sua Excelência Presidente da República de África do Sul. Excelência, é uma grande honra para mim, representando o meu povo e o meu país, estar presente neste momento com Vossa Excelência, com um pouco de emoção, porque temos um laço muito vinculado na nossa luta, em que neste momento o povo de Timor-Leste, aqui presente, relembra o nosso saudoso presidente Nelson Mandela. Eu, Francisco Miranda Branco, embaixador extraordinário e plenipotenciário, designado para representar a República Democrática de Timor-Leste na República de Moçambique, terra do nosso grande amigo, presidente Nelson Mandela. Entregar a Vossa Excelência, presidente da República de África do Sul, Excelência Cyril Ramaphosa, carta credencial. Obrigado por Vossa Excelência e desculpa por este tempo muito longo da minha intervenção.
Obrigada, Sua Excelência.
Muito obrigado.
I now invite Ambassador Branco to take position next to the President for the official photograph. Mrs. Branco, por favor, take your position next to the President and Ambassador Branco for the official photograph.
Muito obrigado.
Muito obrigada, Sua Excelência. You may return to your seat. Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you the head of Mission-Designate of the Republic of Slovenia. And he is non-resident, and today he is unaccompanied. You may proceed, Your Excellency.
Mr. President, allow me to convey greetings from the Slovenian President, Mrs. Pirc-Musar, and to say that I'm looking forward to further strengthening the relations between our two countries. It is, of course, an honor for me to present my letter of credence and the letter of recall of my predecessor. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Podelsnik. You may take position next to the President for the official photograph. Thank you, Excellency. You may return to your seat. Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you the head of Mission-Designate of Japan, His Excellency, Mr. Shigeru, who is accompanied by Mr. Uchikawa. Please proceed.
His Excellency, President, it's my great honor to convey the Emperor of Japan's best regard to Your Excellency, President. And also, very honor for me to present to Your Excellency the letters of comments and the letters of recall of my predecessor. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Shigeru. Please take your position next to the President for the official photograph. Mr. Ochikawa, you may join the President and Ambassador for the official photograph.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Your Excellency. You may return to your seat. Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you the head of Mission-Designate of the Republic of Botswana, Her Excellency, Dr. Sanji Munaheng. She is accompanied by Mrs. Mutobi. Please proceed.
Mr. President, please allow me to convey fraternal greetings from the Republic of Botswana, the President, Dr. Masisi, and the people of Botswana. It is also my distinct honor to present my letters of credence and the letters of recall of my predecessor. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, High Commissioner Munaheng. You may take position next to the President for the official photograph. Mrs. Mutobi, you may join the President and High Commissioner for the official photograph. Congratulations, Your Excellency. You may return to your seat. Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you the Head of Mission-Designate of the Commonwealth of Australia, Her Excellency, Ms. Tegan Elizabeth Brink. She is accompanied by Mr. Raj Turner. Please proceed.
Mr. President, I bring the warm wishes of the people and the Government of Australia. The relationship between our two countries has strong foundations in our people, our industry, our environment, and our culture. And with your kind support and that of your government, I will work hard to further strengthen our relationship. Partnerships matter in the current global environment, and as two democracies, two middle powers, we have shared interests in shaping a world that enables us to prosper, sovereign and free. It is therefore my great honour to present my letter of commission as Australia's High Commissioner to South Africa and the letter of recall of my predecessor. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, High Commissioner Brink. You may take your position next to the President for the official photograph. Mr. Raj Turner, you may join the President and the High Commissioner for the official photograph.
I thought you would add rugby. Yes, I will.
Congratulations, Your Excellency. You may return to your seat. Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you the Head of Mission-Designate of the Republic of Mozambique, Her Excellency, Mrs. Manuela dos Santos Lucas. She is accompanied by Mr. Zidigal. Please proceed.
Excellency President, allow me to convey the greetings of President Felipe Jacinto Nyusi, your brother, of the people of Mozambique, to the people of South Africa, that we are together, we are brothers and sisters. Allow me also, Mr. President, to present my letter of credence that accredited me as High Commissioner of Mozambique in the Republic of South Africa, but also the letter of recall of my predecessor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, High Commissioner dos Santos Lucas. You may join the President for the official photograph. Mr. Zidigal, you may join the President and High Commissioner for the official photograph. Congratulations, Your Excellency. You may now take leave of the President and return to your seat. Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you the Head of Mission-Designate of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, His Excellency, Mr. Aftab Hassan Khan. He is accompanied by Mrs. Gilani. Please proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. It's a great privilege for me to convey the greetings of our President of Islamic Republic of Pakistan and best wishes for you and the people of South Africa. And it's my honor to present today my letter of commission as High Commissioner of Pakistan to South Africa and the letter of recall for my predecessor.
Thank you, High Commissioner Khan. You may take your position next to the President for the official photograph. Mrs. Gilani, you may join the President and High Commissioner for the official photograph.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much, President. It's my first time as High Commissioner, and like first love, you would always remember.
Best love. Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Best wishes.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Your Excellency. You may now return to your seat. Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you the head of Mission-Designate of the Republic of Kazakhstan, His Excellency, Mr. Yerkin Akinjanov. He is accompanied by Mrs. Gulnara Akinjanova. Please proceed.
Your Excellency, it is my honor to convey warmest greetings from my President, Mr. Tokayev, and the people of Kazakhstan to you personally and the people of South Africa. And I have the honor also to present to you my letter of credence and letter of recall of my predecessor.
Thank you, Ambassador Akhinjanov. Take your position next to the President for the official photograph. Madam, Ms. Akhinjanova, please take your position next to the President and the Ambassador for the official photograph.
Welcome. Congratulations.
Yes. Wonderful. Thank you.
Congratulations, Your Excellency. You may now return to your seat. Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you the head of Mission-Designate of the Syrian Arab Republic, His Excellency, Mr. Bassam Darwish, and he is accompanied by Mrs. Salwa Dib. Please proceed.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, it's a great pleasure for me to submit my credential letter to Your Excellency, and I had done it also in 2011. So this is my second time, and I'm very proud of that, to serve in this lovely country and to convey to Your Excellency the best regards, the best salutes of His Excellency President Bashar al-Assad and the people of Syria, to Your Excellency and to your well-being, and to the lovely people of South Africa, and thanks a lot for your kind gesture, and South African people kind gesture in helping the Syrian people in this hard time of the earthquake. I take this opportunity also to present to Your Excellency, Mr. President, the letter of recall of my predecessor and the letter of credence, wishing to accept it nicely. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Condolences to your country.
Thank you. Ambassador Darwish, you may take position next to the President for the official photograph. Mrs. Dib, you may join the President and Ambassador for the official photograph.
Syrian people will never no, kids live here in South Africa, not in Syria. That's South Africa.
Wonderful. And welcome back. Thank you.
Congratulations, Your Excellency. You may now return to your seat. Mr. President, Directors General, Ambassadors and High Commissioners, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the last part of today's credential ceremony. I now invite the President of the Republic of South Africa, His Excellency Mr. Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, to address the newly accredited ambassadors and high commissioners. Mr. President, over to you. You may go ahead.
Thank you, Program Director, Ambassadors, High Commissioners, and Directors General in our government, distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen and members of the media. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to be in your presence, Your Excellencies, but particularly to welcome you as the new heads of mission, as you begin your tenure, in the case of one of you, to return back to South Africa to execute the task of your head of state. Your presence here is a firm indication of the commitment of your respective countries and governments to maintain and deepen relationships with South Africa. It is significant that all the continents of the world are represented here this afternoon, since South Africa has always endeavored to maintain friendly relations with all countries in the world. We firmly believe in the indivisible unity of humanity and also share a responsibility to continuously strive to settle whatever differences between countries peacefully and permanently. Global solidarity is required if we are to meet pressing international challenges such as energy and food security, climate change, conflict, and the existential threat of nuclear weapons. We need to be united in our efforts to advance sustainable peace and development. South Africa works to actively promote the centrality of multilateral institutions, particularly in managing global affairs, but also, more importantly, in relation to the respect for international law and agreements. We seek to work with our partners across the world to build a more democratic, just and equitable world order, one which prioritizes the needs and interests of the poor and vulnerable. As the peoples of the world, we have a shared interest in ending poverty and in bringing up prosperity and closing disparities in wealth, skills, resources, and access to a basic need such as education, health, and social support. South Africa stands ready to work with all governments and peoples in achieving these objectives. We trust that your presence in South Africa as representatives of your respective peoples and governments will enable us not only to build those bilateral relations that we all require, but to cooperate in building a better world. Your Excellencies, you begin your appointments in South Africa at an important time for our country. Like nations across the world, we are working to rebuild in the wake of COVID-19, which made many of our economic and social challenges far worse. These efforts to rebuild are being held back by a severe energy crisis that has affected every aspect of life in this country. Therefore, our most immediate and pressing task is to stabilize the supply of electricity in our country and to ensure energy security into the future. We are therefore focused on several measures to sustainably improve the performance of our existing power stations and bring additional generation capacity online in as speedily a method as we can. Throughout this administration, we have been working to restore effective governance, stabilize public finances, and end all forms of corruption and mismanagement. We are working to achieve policy certainty and align policies and programs across our government. This is part of a broader effort to make South Africa a country in which it is easier to invest and also to do business. South Africa is willing to acknowledge its own shortcomings and is prepared to take the necessary measures to correct these. We are moving with determination and urgency to increase investment, grow our economy, and create jobs, especially for young people. We have embarked on an ambitious investment drive informed by an understanding that under the current conditions, far greater investment is a prerequisite for faster economic growth. It is an understanding that jobs will not be created and poverty will not be reduced unless we grow our economy. It is our wish that we will use the good relations between our countries as the basis and the foundation for greater levels of investment and bilateral trade, which will promote economic activity as well as development in our respective countries. We are seeking mutually beneficial cooperation and collaboration with a view of ensuring that our societies make progress and that our people benefit from the relationships that we build. Your mere presence here and our acceptance of your letters of credence testifies to the fact that we want to build stronger and stronger relations with the countries that you represent. The African Continental Free Trade Area is very much aligned with South Africa's economic growth and development strategy. It's a strategy which places emphasis on regional and continental integration. Therefore, the benefits for Africa is immense, as it will also create conditions for greater flows of trade and investment between South Africa and indeed Africa and the rest of the world. And it is through this that companies or investors in your countries should be able to take advantage also of the opportunities that are given rise to by this trade agreement. In conclusion, allow me to thank each one of you on behalf of your countries for continuing to honor us with your friendship and cooperation. And for those who might have waited for quite a bit of time to have your letters of credence accepted today, as they say, it is the end that really matters, from which you should derive a great deal of pleasure. We look forward to working with you to strengthen relations between our peoples and to contribute to building a better world for the benefit of all. So I say to all of you, welcome to South Africa. Make this your home whilst you represent your country here. We are keen to improve and to advance relations between South Africa and your country. So you are the leading light of representing your country, and we welcome you with warm hearts, warm African hands. So thank you very much, and welcome to South Africa.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for your inspiring words. And with that, we have come to the conclusion of today's proceedings. May I ask everybody to rise whilst the President makes his exit.
We don't take a picture.
Thank you very much.
You'll announce the picture.
Yes. Mr. President, the newly minted ambassadors and high commissioners would like to have a group photograph with yourself. So whilst you go to the burgundy room, I will then shepherd them as their shepherd and take them to the position where we will await you and take the group photograph.
So they'd like a picture with me?
Yes, please.
Gee, I didn't know how to ask, so wonderful that you would like a picture. So that's great.
Okay, thank you.